What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Brody's Live episode. I'm playing recognizable place right here. I'm in the shed, and today I'll be working on this dope bike. And oh, here's the Coleman. If anyone wants to see that, I'll make a whole video about that later. On this bike. So, what this video is going to be about? Let me keep the lawnmower out of the way. This bike runs. It just doesn't do very well. It's leaked oil out, it looks like. Something's wrong with this engine. Don't know what's wrong with it. I don't really care. I'm pulling that engine off of that bike and putting that engine onto this bike, this engine onto that bike. This one runs almost perfect. But the last time I took this out for a ride, I kind of biffed it and bent the whole frame. Oh, twisted the whole frame. I don't know if you can see it in the seat. The whole middle section's twisted, which has twisted the rear tire. It's all kinds of screwed up. This bike over here is still in mostly good condition. I mean, it still needs a couple of little things, but it's still, the body's great. Has the metal gas tank instead of the plastic one. I gotta get this dent out of it. I like this frame a whole lot better. It's just all around a nice old bike. Has the headlight on it. It has a really nice front suspension, which leaks. Old bike. I believe it to be 81, and the other one's a 80. 1980s. This bike's cool though, because it has right here. It has a keyhole to lock the steering, which that's cool. Never got to really use that. It has this part here to actually lock up your helmet. It has a key in this end, which all of this combined is just nice. Yeah, put your helmet, hook it there, lock it, no one can steal your helmet. It has the battery system, it has the brake light, it can have tone signals on it, all that good stuff. That's the Enduro, so like the motorcycle dope bike combined. This one's just the dope bike, and it's a, yeah. This engine's good though, so I'm gonna put this engine onto that bike, that engine onto here, so I can have two okay bikes. Yeah. The front suspension on this is blown out. The frame's bent, all of that. So I'm gonna dig through some stuff, see if I can get everything together so I can actually do this. I'll make the whole video about how to remove this engine. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I've done it about 3 times now, trying to fix the red bike. Because in here, yeah, the shed's an absolute mess. I haven't been out here to work on anything. Because I got that engine and that engine. Same engines, all of that. This one, something's wrong with the top end. Don't know, haven't looked into it. That one, something's wrong with the bottom end. So, yep. Now here's the Coleman. Now yeah, it has no fenders on it, it has no lock on it, none of that. I haven't put it back together because I painted the frame. Terrible paint job. Terrible paint job. But yeah, so the engine that was on here is torn apart on the floor because the crankshaft was bent. It was parts of the engine all just thrown on the floor. I had a friend that got me a present, which was the engine and the torque controller, all of that good stuff. So it has the Predator 212 on it, and it runs great, and it gets up and goes. Gets up and goes. It dies because it's not warmed up, but it runs good. And the Magnum here, I just want to give a little thing up on here. As you can see, has a Coleman engine on it. So I gotta weld on a sprocket to the transmission here. It's gonna be chain driven from this clutch of the engine. So I gotta get that all going. Haven't done that yet. The player's engine sitting here on the ground. because it's a pile of crap. It's garbage. Don't want to put the money into it. So I guess let me get all set up to start peeling everything off of this. Gas tank needs to come off, seat, the plastics. I need to see if I have the real fender. I have a new front fender for the other bike. I need to see if I have the real fender, which I don't think I do, because this fender's cracked, and the fender on the other bike is also cracked. So I'm gonna try figuring that all out. Yeah, let me get this out of the shed, out of the carport here, in front of the shed. I'll get to you guys when that's all ready. Start off by removing the gas tank, the seat, plastics, and then I'll start getting into the electrical. I've never had this engine out of this bike. I've had this one out like 3 times now, so I know how to do it. And yeah, gotta take out the cross member because the engine is the frame on this bike. So gotta take out the cross member here, skid plate, all of that, and drop the engine out from the bottom and lift it up into this frame. So let me get ready by start removing, I think, the seat first, which just has, I cracked the frame right there, so that's not good. It just has a couple of like 10 mils on it. So let me go find my 10 mil and I'll start getting this torn apart. So this plastic actually fell off on me whiting, so I had to bend this piece of metal. I'll put this piece of metal and whatnot, but it's nice. They just clip on to little hooks. Pop that plastic off, come onto this side, and same thing, pull, and then there's a bolt, which I think should be a 10 mil, if not it's a 1/2 inch. So let's get down here, nope, 10 mil. Not working down at the shop today, just, I need to get this done. It's the weekend, so no work. And gotta get this all done, because I've been wanting to do this swap for about a year now. Because I like that bike a whole lot more than I like this bike. And I have a bunch of like extra parts for that frame. Okay. When you take bolts out, here's a quick tip so you don't forget where stuff goes. Always put your bolts back where they belong. Just screw them in just a little bit. Just like that. Back where it was. And yeah, a bunch of crap that's been in the shed has been ripped out. Or the lights and stuff, because as you can see, the roof's all twisted again. It's all coming down. It's a pile of crap out here. Spray paint everywhere, broken glass. Yeah. The Honda generator, that thing still runs. Does great. Needs a generator head rebuild because it spun a bearing, so it squeals, but works great. So yeah. So time to remove the gas tank. Another couple of 10 mils to hold this on. This is a 19, I believe, 80 Yamaha TT250. If anyone was wondering. You having fun eating glass over there, dog? That's blue. But okay. Get that bolt out. Wait. Before I start losing stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna put all these bolts back on, but before I lose anything, one of these metal tins, boom. Come on to this side. Take the bolt out. So what happened is I had this, went on a ride and wanted to bring water because it was hot, and has dropped down the water bottle on the back of here. It was a gallon water jug, and the strap fell off and got wrapped around the back tire. Bent my whole frame. I biffed it, almost flipped the bike. So that was not fun. Now I gotta remember, there it is. So nice. A lot of this is just being held on by 10 mils. That makes it super nice. Hand up in the back. I want to keep this seat for the red one because it was originally on the red one. That seat that's on the red one needs to go on here because it was originally on here. And the seat's just so much nicer. I'm hoping I didn't mess up the seat too bad. Really hoping I didn't mess up this seat. It doesn't look like it. Definitely twisted the frame pretty bad. See, that one's, yeah, it's curved. Yeah, it's twisted right there. This side's twisted down there. And the whole wheel suspension's been twisted. So, no fun. But I have a friend that wants this bike. So, I think I'm gonna sell it to him. But of course I want the engine. And yeah, I can go out and get a new bike. A new old bike instead of these classics. But don't tell me this don't look nice. I love the way it looks. Classic bikes all day. Camo, which is spray painted red. So I spray painted the Coleman in there, and that was a terrible idea. I should have never done that. Okay, got that bolt. Just knees on the dot. Outside walking. That's what I get for not having that place cleaned up. Okay, I'll get back when I have the gas tank and the seat off. There's just one bolt holding the gas tank on, so I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. So, it looks pretty naked now with nothing on it. But looking right here, I was under the impression this whole piece snapped, but it's just someone properly tack welded this all together and just snapped the tack welds. Looking at here, it's been twisted. This whole beam here has been tweaked all the way up to here, which you can't really see it on camera, but this one's actually been pushed in, and that one's still what it looks like. Yep, and I was wrong. There is no bolt holding this tank on. It's just the two front bolts, which I've already put back in the hole so I don't lose them. This bike, though, you can't really see it, but there is a bolt holding it on, so just I was thinking it was the same as this bike. But anyways, now I'm gonna go through, start off like that, the coil. I need to, break that zip tie there. What else do I need to do? Take the chain off, so loosen the tension on that's pretty loose. Go through, take the throttle cable off, the clutch cable off. All of that, which isn't too hard. Yeah, so I just need to come in here, pop this clutch cable out of the sleeve. Same thing with the throttle, and you pop it out of its sleeve. So that's actually broke. Oh, isn't broke? Oh, maybe that's why it bogs. Is this one actually good? It is, but it's missing the clip, so I might keep that end. But okay, let me start getting everything taken apart. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Anyways, got everything off, got the carburetor off, which it's a pain in the butt, that's why I didn't record it. The reason I took the carburetor off is so I have enough clearance to get this engine to drop out of here. That's fun. I mean, it's not like I mean, it's cracked, but it's not like actually going into the crankcase there. And I really don't want to have to split the case to do that, because I don't have to do transmission work. So that's gonna get left just like that. Anyways, got the carburetor off. It's this, you shove a flat head in between the carburetor and this wobble bushing seal. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, got the carburetor off, sitting right there. That's a good carburetor. And it's doing exactly what I didn't want it to do. It's raining. Anyways, and now I'm working on getting these bolts off of, I'm working on getting these bolts off of the engine mount right here. So I'll get back, hopefully, probably clean up a spot in the shed to get in there because it's raining. So get back with you guys in a minute. I put down a floor mat so I don't put my knee in any of this broken glass I haven't cleaned up yet. Sorry the audio is bad because of it raining, but with this light that's in here, baby. Put that to the side. And I'm dropping all my stuff. That's fun. So a good technique to, or nice tip, if you cannot get something to break loose, you have a wrench and another wrench, put the wrench on that you're using, grab your other boxed end, grab it just right there on the open end of the wrench, more leftwards. I learned that working with my uncle Kim from Beowulf's Roads. I don't know what's going on with him. He hasn't made any videos for a while. Wish I had an air compressor out here so I could use my impact. That would make this a whole lot easier. This is the harder part, is getting these out. Or when you're putting the engine back in, it's pretty hard to get it. Get it back up into this slot. So I'm not gonna take this bolt all the way, this nut completely out yet, because if it loses balance, I don't want the engine just to drop. Because there's a couple of things I still have to do, like pull the exhaust off, which is pretty simple to do on this bike. I think it's an Allen key on this. Yeah, I haven't done this for a while. It's been a good year and a half, 2 years since I pulled this engine off. Not this engine, but the one on the red bike. So I have to, oh, my hands are all greasy and I'm touching my nice camera. So after getting those full bolts or nuts off, I should say, we have this top engine mount. So there's, I think, 3 in total. Top engine mount, front engine mount, wheel engine mount, which holds on the wheel suspension, all of that. That's a real pain in the ass to get off, but I guess I'll deal with that later. Because the whole bike will start folding in half when you take this big old bolt off. And yeah, exhaust is held on by some Allen keys, Allen bolts, a bolt there and a bolt there. So let me get these off, get this exhaust off, I'll get back to you guys. Hey, roof leaks. I just got insanely lucky. I've been looking all over the shed for a stupid Allen key, can't find it. It's been probably 30 minutes now. Found one single Allen key on the floor over there. It fits perfectly. Really looking at this while I'm taking these Allen bolts out. Once I got them out, pretty simple. This has a pretty bad head gasket leak. Pretty bad. You can see all the oil that's everywhere. I mean, it's from the 80s, so it makes sense. It's probably never had gaskets done to it or any of that, so it makes sense why it leaks. But am I gonna fix it? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't leak that bad. I'm probably gonna pressurize it and call it a day. I think I have everything. See, this sauce is pretty bad. There's no spark arrestor on it, so it shoots sparks pretty bad. There it is. Set this out, and that's gonna go back onto this bike because I'm keeping that exhaust on that bike because it actually has everything. Has a spark arrestor in it, all of that, so I'm keeping that. Okay, so now that's off. I have a whole lot more room to work on now. Put that down. Let's throw these bolts back in. I don't want to lose any of them. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do, yeah, the roof was just straight up dripping on my head. So, fun. Oh my god, it's just leaking everywhere. Stupid roof. This is where I'm at now. Got all these bolts for the top ends and mount loose. Nothing taken out because I don't want it to drop. Got this bracket loose, which I can actually probably just take it off at this point, because it's not doing much. So I gotta put all my bolts back where they belong. Got the skid plate off, which is just 3 10 mils. One going into this bracket, and then 2 into the back support cross member. And then the next thing I need to do, still haven't got a nail box on, is take out this big bolt. Well, I need to pull the chain off and then take off that bolt. So I need to take this cuff off, which is just a bunch of Phillips. I'm gonna have to use an impact screwdriver to get that off. But, yep. See you in the next scene. A quick tip. When you have some screws, which are really tight, well, that one wasn't. But when you have a screw that's really tight, like that one is, and you don't want to strip it, this screwdriver is nice because it has a metal bar at the end. You put it on, you hit it a couple of times, breaks it right loose. So go through, find all of them. That one's tight, don't want to strip it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next one. It's tight, don't want to strip it. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Yep, go through and do that too. Oh, the screws. Quick tip. Have you ever come across, well, I don't know if this applies to all dirt bikes. This is the only dirt bikes I've ever had. Well, besides my Suzuki that you've seen. And the way past it was like that on it. So I don't have that anymore. But when you're taking off the shift dome, or the shift dome, it has a bolt, which in this case is a 10 mil, or you can loosen it, but it still won't come off. Okay? Don't keep prying on it, don't do all of that. Take the bolt completely out. Okay? And then it should, I might need 2 hands for this. It should slide right off. Okay, if you look at this, you have the splines and then you have this curved area that goes to the middle. the bolt sits up against there, so when you just loosen it, it won't actually pull out. You have to take it out for that whole piece to slide out. Now that's out. Take this cover off. There's the flywheel, which honestly looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice in here, actually. Got all this build up. I think it's leaking around here. So it leaks oil. Not bad, but it does leak oil. Let me get this apart. I remember it just being a bolt, but I haven't worked on these forever. I need a new chain too, but that can wait. That can wait a little longer. And yeah, so something else. It has another mount down here, which needs taken out. So that one, and then this engine will come out. Holy crap! It's raining pretty bad out there. I might have to make this into a part 2. But anyways. So, I don't know, like I said in the last clip, I don't know if this is how it is on old bikes or if it's just this bike. But it has this big tensional wheel that spins, locks up. I just break that loose with screwdriver, puts the whole axle forward with a rubber mallet, get the chain halfway up so it's like that in one spot. Lift the bike up, spin the tire, kick the chain off. I mean, yeah, I probably should take out the master link, and I might do that, but at the moment, it's fine. Just put it up to the side, just like that. There was a lot of play in that deal. So, yeah, I think I might have to end this right where it's at now. Yeah, I know I didn't get the engine out. That will be in part 2. Then part 3. We'll probably be taking about that bike, which is kind of different, so I'm gonna make a video about that. But oh Jesus, it's leaking on me. Anyways, thanks for watching. My hands are all black now. My camera's all black. More black than it was. But anyways, thanks for watching part 1 of this. This is on the engine swaps on the... Oh jeez, my hat's all over the place. God damn, it's raining. Anyways, thanks for watching part 1 of this. There will be a part 2 coming up, hopefully in a couple of days. And yeah.